Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. It's been a few weeks since I've recorded this game for several reasons. Most importantly, the game forgot all my settings files. And if you remember back to the start of this LP, it was a major issue to actually get this game recording nicely. So I've had that issue all over again. In fact, I recorded this session, half a session already, and then it just went to garbage because of the sound basically. So hopefully this time I'll be able to record it properly. And I don't know how I managed to miss this thing when I was fighting the matriarch. Guess I was just too busy fighting the matriarch.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing, not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Yep, all drivel.
Who am I speaking to here?
We are the mother. We sing for those left behind, the children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
I understand. A child left alone in a closet until she is 16 would not be sane.
I'm more than willing to wipe them out.
Such discordance bodes ill for what we must compose here. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
The Rachni were a threat to the galaxy. Those tanks are filled with acid. If she gets out of hand, they dissolve her.
They made a mistake. They let the Krogan go too far. This is a chance for us to atone. She has done nothing to us.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence of memory.
Well, I think we all know how this is going to end. But we'll investigate first. We'll humor her.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the color of oily shadows. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
Okay, so there's several points here, all of which mean we probably are going to kill the Rachni Queen. Firstly, we know there are other Rachnis from doing side quests. We've seen plenty of them. Might not be other queens, we haven't seen another queen, but there's certainly other Rachni. Secondly, they all tried to attack us. Thirdly, the Rachni should have been more harmonious in the first place and not had to have all the sentient species wipe them out. So they did have a chance. I mean, why would we trust her? There's no reason to trust this Rachni Queen at all. She certainly has no reason to be nice to me when my species locked her in a cage and took all her children away. Hearing all her children scream and die as I massacre them probably isn't going to make her like humans much more, I wouldn't have thought. We don't know where she's going. She could go anywhere, amass an army, and then come back. So, I mean, what's interesting about this game, it lets you save the Rachni Queen, who has nothing to offer us. All she can offer us really is death, isn't it? That's all the Rachni are known for, as killing machines, whereas the Thorian, he had 50,000 years worth of knowledge, and we killed him quite happily. So I'm sorry, but you're going to have to die.
Make your peace with the galaxy. The Rachni are a dead race.
No, stop feeling and think. Even if you disagree with Asari morals, you must see she could be an ally.
Is our kind so frightening? You would seek our silence if you cannot muffle our songs? If you cannot have us as your obedient claws?
Obviously, an ally isn't the same as being an obedient claw. You know, an ally is sort of someone on equal footing, but she make it quite clear she isn't going to be an obedient claw. And yes, your kind is frightening. You had a massive war. You can reproduce incredibly quickly. You can just churn out as many eggs as you like. I don't know where you're going. Even though humans are better than Krogan at killing things and, well, just at everything, I've no reason to let her live. She has nothing to offer me. Or the galaxy. They're just death machines. And, as I said before, there are plenty left, so no, you're going to die.
This time, stay dead.
We will not embrace the great silence.
Sad. We've just destroyed a sentient species, and it's not there. However, I don't really feel we had much option. I mean, we couldn't let the Rachni live. We fought them before, and that was a really bad plan. You know, when the Rachni existed before. And when I recorded this the first time, actually, I let her live. I don't know why I did. Well, I do know why I did. What's going on here? Okay, well that's kind of not my fault, the fact the game went fucking nuts. And again. So yeah, we couldn't let them live. They had no reason to live. But when I let them live before, I'll tell you what my rationale was. My rationale was it would piss off the council. That was pretty much my entire rationale as to why we should let the Rachni live. I just wanted to tell the council, and then hang up halfway through after telling them the Rachni still existed. Because of course, the Rachni aren't my real enemy right now. The real enemy is Saren. But equally, there's no good reason to let the Rachni live. It would have just caused me trouble. Oh, I've gone the wrong way here. I think I'm trying to get to the hot labs. And the reason I know that is because I just been to the hot labs in my last attempt to record this video. Where are the hot labs? No, this is the wrong way, isn't it? And yes, I have just been there. But actually, I did this on that recording as well. I don't think Liara is going to be very happy, though. That was... Obviously, recording an LP, you don't have a long time to think about the consequences of these things. Whereas if this was real life as such, you'd think much harder about eradicating a whole species.
Shepherd. Did I ever mention that?
Are you here to secure the situation?
That's right. I'm a Council Spectre. Who are you?
I am Yaroslav Tartakovsky, the operations director. I would stand and shake hand, but you must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
I don't understand anything yet. What were you doing here?
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Rachni ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
They should have destroyed it. Why hatch it?
Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni, mass-produce them, create an army. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Rachni. It is a queen. After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Yeah, that was a good plan.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their fathers. Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
I'm pretty sure also that John Shepard has seen Alien and Aliens and Alien Cubed. He hasn't seen Alien 4 because I haven't seen Alien 4. So John Shepard can't have that knowledge. Obviously, we know that letting these aliens live is a terrible idea. So we made the right decision.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do. I am thinking that without a queen, Rachni do not develop properly. Her mind is shaping theirs. These Rachni are uncontrollable.
No, we're not going to fucking save them. Don't be stupid. Oh, this is a fucking option. We killed the queen, but we'll save the ones that are mental.
This is fascinating, but we don't have time to chat.
These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized. I am thinking that the neutron purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
This seems like a terrible idea.
I don't have time for this. If the matriarch isn't here, we're leaving.
I do not want so much to be here myself, but the Mira system, she will not let you leave. Is failsafe, you understand? You leave without arranging to eliminate Rachni, maybe they spread.
Okay, but could we not just shoot them? Why do we have to have a neutron purge that might give us genetic damage? This is a terrible plan.
I am feeling not so well.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Mira destruct.
Enemy contact.
Is that the Queen? No, it's just an ordinary. Well,
Negative contact.
honestly, I'm actually quite happy about that. The neutron purge seems like a terrible, terrible idea.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at your disposal.
How many Rachni are in here?
I'm sorry, the sensor network is too damaged to provide an accurate count.
Give me your best guess.
Guessing is beyond my design parameters, Commander.
At least she'll be blown up.
Are there any survivors in here?
Lady Benezia, an executive secretary of Binary Helix, is on the operations deck.
You know.
There are no other living crew members within the lab structure.
What's the status of the facility?
Containment breach in Laboratory Pod Gamma. The neutron purge system is functional, but has not been armed.
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Who would have the code?
Director of Operations Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive officer of Binary Helix.
Yeah, he's not going to be very
We're
helpful.
moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
Okay. I think we've got a slight problem here. In that the tram, by the sounds of it, won't let me leave. I search his corpse. You auto-search corpses, except this time. Okay, I'm guessing it's going to tell me that I can't leave. Yeah, it sounds like this is a one-way section back to Novaria proper to me. I do genuinely think, though, that this is a bad plan.
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Code input 875-020-079. Code Omega. Local execution.
Verified. Code Omega execution in 120 seconds.
Oh, I have to flee, do I? Get out of the way. Where am I going? I don't know. Come on, door, open! I wonder if it's meant to be this difficult. Is the door meant to open?
We're in the middle of a fight!
I don't think we are. Man, I'm so confused. Can I get out here or not? I can't just be waiting here for 90 seconds. That's ridiculous. There must be a bug here somewhere.
Take out those hostiles!
I think this door's glitching. They just glitched as well. Yeah, this is fun. No, I think this definitely counts as dead air. I don't really mind dead air as long as I'm playing the game. But just standing here, it's not super exciting. I think the game's running quite nicely though. It's sat at solid 60 FPS, according to the Fraps counter. And I think only one line of that dialogue was abnormally quiet. Quite interesting if we give ourselves some genetic abnormality by doing this. Yeah, that was some fucking piece of shit bug, wasn't it? We seem to have a lot more trouble on this station than we did on the other planets. Right, I'll just cut the video.
Code input.
Right, let's hope it works. Keep going, game, keep going, game. Right, let me have an overkill. And you guys do what you like.
Perimeter.
Is that it? I didn't get any XP this time. I got loads of XP last time. Ah, man. I think this has just gone to shit. Hopefully once we get off the planet, it'll start working properly again. Do you guys have anything to add to that?
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
Yes.
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander is right. We cannot rush off blind. We still need to learn more about Saren.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
This is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew, dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
Not really. But yes.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, do not cut me off like last time. I fail to find it amusing.
I find it very amusing. I'm very tempted to do it now.
Save the sermon. I'm just here to follow up on my report.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
Found them and wiped them out. Do you take pleasure from committing genocide, Shepard?
Oh, I thought that's what you'd like.
Depends on the species, Turian.
Commander, you are addressing a member of the Council. You will show the proper respect.
Respect works both ways.
We made you a Spectre. There's no greater form of respect.
This arguing is pointless. Commander, we have your report. Let us know if anything further develops.
Oh, I didn't get an opportunity to disconnect. Oh, I feel like I've wasted an opportunity here. I don't know how long this video's been. Somewhere around 20 minutes, 22 minutes, something like that. Could probably do some leveling up, couldn't I? I can't level up the others. What does fitness do? Increases health. That sounds like a pretty good plan. Immunity increases your armor's damage protection so you lose less health when you're hit. That also sounds good. Well, I think that was a good plan. Guess I could add some extra codex entries onto the end. I think there's no crime to say that I can only make a 20-minute video, is there? And I think the inventory is going to be a major, major undertaking, you know? Yeah. I think, seeing as that is pretty much Novaria completed, I'm going to leave the video here. And, well, we'll have one video catching up with the crew. And then we'll have a video of inventory. And then we'll decide what we're going to do next. Thank you for watching. Come back for some more Mass Effect. As the human race expands its territory and raises the general standard of living, demand for industrial resources continues to grow. Many planets, moons, and asteroids contain a wealth of resources, but many systems have barely been charted, let alone thoroughly surveyed. Unmanned probes are one solution, but they are often lost to space hazards, unforeseen circumstances, or theft by salvagers. In recent years, AGES, the Alliance Geological Service, has offered bounties to private individuals or teams willing to perform mineralogical surveys on the frontier. This survey data is made publicly available to further corporate development. Due to the cost of travel and the dangers of operating on hostile worlds, it is rarely a profitable endeavour. Light metals, metals with low atomic weight, are often used in the construction of spacecraft and vehicles. Heavy metals, metals with higher atomic weights, are used to construct equipment components. The platinum group elements are particularly useful. Rare earths, most useful materials in this category are radioactives, or magnets. Gases, various gases are required to support all known forms of sapient life. Some are commonly used as fuel. The Alliance military is of great concern to the galaxy. At first contact with the Turians, they were completely inexperienced. Turian disdain changed to respect after the relief of Shangzi, where the humans surprised them with novel technologies and tactics. The human devotion to understanding and adapting to modern space warfare stunned the Staid Council races. For hundreds of years, they had lived behind secure walls of long-proven technologies and tactics. The Council regards the Alliance as a sleeping giant. Less than 3% of humans volunteer to serve in the military, a lower proportion than any other species. While competent, Alliance soldiers are neither as professional as the Turians, nor as skilled as the Asari. Their strengths lie in fire support, flexibility, and speed. They make up for lack of numbers with sophisticated technical support, BIs, drones, artillery, electronic warfare, an emphasis on mobility and individual initiative. Their doctrine is not based on absorbing and dishing out heavy shocks like the Turians and Krogan. Rather, they bypass enemy strong points and launch deep into their rear, cutting supply lines and destroying headquarters and support units, leaving enemies to wither on the vine. On defence, the human military is a rapid reaction force that lives by Sun Tzu's maxim, "He who tries to defend everything defends nothing." Garrisons are intended for scouting rather than combat, avoiding engagement to observe and report on invaders using drones. The token garrisons of human colonies make it easy for alien powers to secure them, for which the Alliance media criticises the military. However, the powerful fleets stationed at phase gate nexuses, such as Arcturus, are just a few hours or days from any colony within their sphere of responsibility. In the event of an attack, they respond with overwhelming force. The system Alliance is military jargon. Ashore, when a ship's crew leaves the vessel, they are ashore. Though normally used regarding planets, it can refer to boarding a space station. Away, when a ship releases the equipment tethering it to a space station or surface dock, it is away. Aye aye. The proper way to acknowledge an order. If told to attack, the correct response is, "Aye aye, sir." If asked, "Are you proud to be a Marine?" the correct response is, "Yes, sir." ASAP, pronounced ASAP, an acronym of as soon as possible. Belay, stop, cease. Bridge, the navigation centre of a spacecraft, where the steering is done. Captain's mast, non-judicial disciplinary proceedings by unit commanders. CIC, Combat Information Center, the command center of a spacecraft. The CIC is filled with sensor displays to make sense out of the chaos of combat. ECM, electronic countermeasures used to avoid enemy sensors, from passive emissions masking to active jamming. EVA, extravehicular activity, time spent in a pressure suit, outside of a vehicle, spacecraft, or station. Flank, the flank is the side of a military formation. Since the soldiers are facing elsewhere, an enemy that can attack on the flank can often turn it or roll it up. FNG, freaking new guys, a derisive term for inexperienced personnel. Groundside, the surface of a planet. Helmsman, the crew member who pilots a spacecraft. Radar, light amplified detection and ranging, an active sensor that bounces lasers off an object to determine its bearing and distance. LiDAR has sufficient resolution that the data can be reconstructed into an image. Shore party, spacecraft crew sent ashore on official business. Silent running, an old submariner's term used aboard the Normandy to denote when stealth systems are active. SITREP, abbreviation of Situation Report, an evaluation of the current military situation. Spacer, someone who has spent most of their life in space. XO, Executive Officer, the second in command of an Alliance warship. The XO is responsible for administrative and personnel matters. The Alliance uses a modified version of the ranking system that has been used for hundreds of years. Soldiers are classified into rank and file enlisted personnel, experienced non-commissioned officers, NCOs, and specially trained officers. The divide between naval personnel and ground forces, Marines, is small. Ground units are a specialised branch of the fleet, just as fighter squadrons are. This unity of command is imposed by the futility of fighting without control of orbit. Without the Navy, any army is pointless. The Marines, as a matter of pride, maintain some of their traditional rank titles. For example, Marines have privates and corporals instead of servicemen. In ascending order of responsibility, the ranks of the Alliance are enlisted personnel, serviceman 3rd class or private 2nd class, serviceman 2nd class or private 1st class, serviceman 1st class or corporal. The NCOs are service chief, gunnery chief, operations chief, and the officers 2nd lieutenant, 1st lieutenant, staff lieutenant, lieutenant commander, staff commander, captain or major, rear admiral or general, admiral, fleet admiral.